Hello and welcome back to the International Sportplex Arena here in Pierrefonds, Quebec for some more NHL Kids U18 tournament action. I'm Connor Tomilty on the call with Blake Saraga as we're going to see the Bruins taking on the Blackhawks in this one. Blake, what's your 2 cents on this matchup?
Well, I haven't really seen much of the Bruins yet in this tournament, but I saw the Blackhawks play this morning, and their offense looked potent. Led by their captain, Guérin, I'm sure they're going to give the Bruins a run for their money as the Bruins stand atop of their conference.
The faceoff is held here, and the Blackhawks do come up with it eventually. Dufour is going to try and center it down now. Just a correction I want to make very quickly. Number 10 is Alex Nicolaitis versus number 19 is actually going to be Antoine Pouliot. Apologies to both those families on the correction. So number 41, Lacasse, is going to take it in here for the Blackhawks. He's going to try and make around the man. He's got a man on him. That's number 15 on the Bruins, who I believe is Simon Bellavina. Excuse me, that's Liam Wallace. Simon Bellavina is on the bench. He's the other goaltender. Number 41 is in nets. Maël Saint-Hilaire versus on the Blackhawks. We have number 35, who I believe is Samuel Bourgoin. In the zone comes Felix Buchholz. Is going to take a shot. It goes off a body and wide. Fight for it as Dylan Huggins in the corner here for the Bruins trying to get it out. To be intercepted by number 5 on the Bruins, or number that's still 15, that's still Liam Wallace. Whacked away here, and the Bruins now come back the other way. It's Dylan Lucier, who had a hat trick earlier in the matchup against the Red Wings. Puck is sort of slapped into center here and cleared away, dumped in deep by Liam Boesom. The Blackhawks do intercept it though, but it's a good pinch here by number 9 on the Bruins, who I believe is Simon Bellavina. Pass is cleared out here. Stone McGregor, that's JF Racine, had one of the better names in this tournament, tried to clear it out. And it's going to be an icing call against the Blackhawks, and we'll go all the way back in their zone.
Yeah, we see the Bruins putting on the pressure right now against the Blackhawks to start the period. The Blackhawks aren't really known for their defense. They're more there offensively, but this is going to be a good matchup. The Bruins come in heavy with the offense, and they're looking to make a play right now.
Nathaniel Kuhnkamp couldn't get a shot on goal there. He's one of the top draft picks here in this tournament, a very elite player for this Bruins crowd. And here comes Maddox Guérin trying to pick the pocket here of his defender. And now the Bruins do come up with it, and they try and clear the zone. They will find success in doing that. It's going to be number 52, Elliot Allaire, who tried to play it forward and was intercepted briefly by Keyshawn Camerand. And now a fight for it in the corner here, as it's going to be Antoine Pouliot who's in the mix. Pouliot, he's been sensational offensively in this tournament. Tried to go to the backhand in front, and it was poke-checked away. As now the Bruins trying to slow it down at the line here, but the Blackhawks do break it out, and they have an odd man rush. It's going to be Guérin who takes it in. He's got McComber, leaves it for him. Nothing, he had his pocket picked. The Cash tried to hold the line, and he actually finds success in doing so. Going to leave it down here for Guérin off the side of the goal here. Intercepted by the Bruins, and they try and break it out. And finally, Pouliot will cross the line with a shovel pass right over to Kuhnkamp, who takes it back into the zone briefly just for a line change to go here. Batted down by Cameron. He has to wait for them to be on the side. He'll just elect to shoot it in instead, and the Blackhawks will change now. So circulating the puck. Here comes Bellavina. Bellavina looking for an extra man. He's got Lucier with him. It briefly hits a skate here, and it actually stays in the zone, and the Bruins will take it. Now here comes Bellavina. Going to try and put it to the backhand between the legs, and it is saved in the end by Samuel Bourgoin.
Bourgoin, great at locating the puck there. It's really tough when the puck goes between your legs. These goalies have adjusted to shots like that through the 5-hole, able to just squeeze their skates together, get their skate on it, and stop it from going in. That's a great save by Bourgoin to keep it 0-0.
And a quick shot here off the draw, but it goes wide of the mark as there are some sticks in the way. JF Racine, the assistant captain for the Blackhawks, is going to take in a stretch feed, goes away from Dylan Hugg, and it'll be a pursuit after it comes Liam Wallace. He'll fire it around the boards, and to get there first, it's going to be a battle for it between Boesom and 23 Charon on the Blackhawks. Boesom will come up with it, and they clear the zone as here comes Bellavina now. Bellavina got the man lift, and he's going to leave it here for Lucier, but it gets whacked away quickly by Lacasse, and the Blackhawks are going to try and come the other way. Charon with a burst of speed. He's got Liam Wallace in pursuit of the puck as well, and Wallace will get there first. Hits the brakes and tries to clear it out of the zone. Stretch feed pass off the skates here, Bellavina. It's going to be taken away by JF Racine, who tries to go the other way with it. Settled down by Charon, but he actually can't hold on to it. And now a feed pass again, and will go all the way to number 20 on the Blackhawks. That's Maverick Dufour. Going to leave it to Racine. Racine. Feed is taken away now. Come back the other way. It's Liam Boesom of the Bruins. Feed pass is just out of the reach here of Lucier. Lucier along the boards. He gets pinched along the boards. He thought he was going to be a call, but it wasn't a hard hit, deems the referee. Charon Walks into the zone with it. Tries to go. He's got Nikolaitis in front of him. Dylan Hug. He gets whacked at the puck, but it's going to be actually in the skates there, and the Bruins are going to go to the box because the Blackhawks now go with a man advantage with 6:06, despite the Liam Wallace indicating to the referee that he is blind.
You see Dylan Hug get smacked into the boards there. Glad he's okay. The Bruins there with the extra man on the ice, and now they are going to, that's the Blackhawks with the extra man on the ice, and now that's going to be a penalty for the Bruins in the Bruins zone. Let's see if the Blackhawks can make something out of this. You see Lacasque there with a potent shot, but no, the Bruins win that face-off.
It's going to be cleared away here, right into the glove, actually, of Bourgoin. Sort of settles it down for Lacasque here. James Lacasque going to go across ice with it. Dufour couldn't handle it, and now the Bruins are going to just send it right back down. That was number 52, Elliot Allaire. Lacasque will settle it down. He's going to give it right over here to Maverick Dufour. Dufour. Pass center ice now into the offensive zone. Dufour looking for a man. He's going to cycle around the net. Still looking for a feed or a shot here. Still with possession of it. He leaves it now for Lacasque. Going to bring it in and try and cut to the center of the ice. Now in between, in the slot area, still loose in front, and finally it's smothered up here. And St. Hilaire does cover it up, but ever dangerous were the Blackhawks close in front of the net.
Dallaire, great job at locating the puck there. It's tough when there's a bunch of bodies right in front of you in the crease, suffocating you and not giving you a chance to breathe, really. But he was good. He kept his composure, and he kept the Bruins at a 0-0 game right now while they're shorthanded. So that was a crucial play.
In the faceoff dot, it's going to be Kunkam going against Guérin. Bit of a tie-up it appeared to be, but the Bruins did control it. Held at the line, though, by Racine. We can do a little spin move, gets Kunkam out of his skates here. Go right over to Guérin. Got a man in front of him. He's going to go right back down to Racine. Racine. Around the faceoff dot, tried to do the extra move. Lost the puck here, and it's going to be rifled right back down the ice. Settled down by Bourgoin. He'll pass it along now. Up with some speed is Keyshawn Cameron. Going to walk in with it, try to go to the center of the ice. Backhander goes wide of the goal. Cameron plays it back down now. It's going to be Buchholz, who goes right over to Guérin. Guérin drops it down to Racine. Racine inside, shoots, blocker save by Aaron. Rebound, yours! Felix Buchholz on the rebound, nets it into the cage. And St. Hilaire came sliding across, but it was too late. Outstretches him, and it's 1-0 Blackhawks.
For a second there, it looked like Elliot Allaire was about to make a beautiful save, but just missed the puck. St. Hilaire, it looked like he was going to make a beautiful save, but he just missed the puck, and that's going to be a goal for the Blackhawks. Great job at succeeding at getting that rebound in the one-timer. Now it's a 1-0 game for the Blackhawks, scoring on the power play. That's exactly how you want to execute when you're up one man.
It's a tie-up here. It's going to be controlled by the Blackhawks. Lacasque behind the back pass here to Dufour, who moves it right back up to Dylan Hug, and it's going to be squirted around here. Liam Wallace in pursuit of it. And Wallace hits the break behind his own neck, makes the extra move to get around the man. Trying to go for the breakout here, and they do find success in that. And here comes Bellavina. Bellavina, he's got Lucier with him, but a lot of Blackhawks riders. Centering pass! Oh, just couldn't control it with Lucier, as he almost had another one in this tournament, and another one today, actually, as the Blackhawks do get it out of the zone, but it is still controlled by the Bruins. Wallace going to pick it up around center ice, and he'll cross it now into the offensive zone. Wallace trying to make the extra move. Lucier fires it on goal, but it's actually going to be hitting a skate and going wide. It's going to be rifled out of the zone here a little bit, hit a body and scored it out. Wallace going to move it forward now. He's going to go to Bosom, who they have to get on side, and they finally do. Bellavina is going to take it in here for the Bruins. And then Bellavina lost the puck here, and he's going to actually leave it be, and Buchholz is going to take it away from him and give it to Charon. Charon's going to just send it into the corner here, and they're going to get a change going as Wallace is in pursuit of the puck. He's got a battle for it behind the net. Wallace does clear it around the boards. And it's handled by Bellavina off his skate. And high in the air, it clears the zone at least. Racine's back to play it for the Blackhawks. He's got a man on him. It looks to be number 8, Dylan Lucier for the Bruins. Racine still looking for a man to pass to. It's a feed here all the way to Guérin, who comes off the bench. Madix Guérin is taken down completely. And it looks like Nikolaitis is the one who's going to get the call. So the Bruins do touch the puck eventually. So the call is going to be against Alex Nikolaitis for roughing, and the Bruins are back in the box.
Number 10, roughing. Number 10 on the Blackhawks. And that's Nikolaitis there going in the box with a smile on his face. He knew he wasn't going to get away with that one. And you're not going to get away with committing a penalty on the captain of the Blackhawks there. Guérin is one of the most potent scorers on this team, and now he's going to face off, and he has another power play here for the Blackhawks. We're going to see if they can capitalize on this one.
So roughly 3:02 left in this first period. 2 minutes on the penalty clock here. It's a little 1-0 advantage for the Blackhawks. As it's taken off the draw, it's Dufour who's going to move it down to Cameron. Back to Dufour. Dufour, slapper, bouncing puck, still a pad save made by St. Hilaire. Guérin's going to straighten it around the boards. And it's held at the line here by Dufour, but almost squeezed out here. As Racine makes the extra move, goes to the center right in front of the net. He's going to fall, actually. He whacked at the puck, and then he tripped over his own skate. Cameron, walk in, high shot. Comber couldn't save it down, but Guérin will instead for the Blackhawks. He's got Kumkum on him. He'll be moved over to Guérin once again by Racine. In the slot area, nothing going though. Cameron couldn't control it, and it'll be finally sought down the ice by the Bruins, and they'll clear a bit more time in this penalty. Going to be moved over now to Dufour. Dufour, feed pass here to McComber. McComber has some jerseys with him, but they're mostly white and yellow. Briefly settled down here was Bosun, who tried to push the puck forward. So the fight for it. Kumkum is just going to clear it down and kill some more. There's less than a minute now left in the penalty and less than 2 minutes left in the period. It's going to be Lacasse who settles it down. Lacasse, stretch feed. Guérin can't hold it. It's off his skates. But he's doing a fight for it in the middle. Here's Cameron intercepts and takes it right back to Guérin. Guérin in the middle here. Good defensive tie up there. Couldn't get the stick on the puck. Now there's a pursuit after. It's going to be number 28 on Boston. It's Thomas Papin. And shot all the way down the zone. It'll be settled down by Bourgoin. Less than 30 seconds now in the penalty. Puck sort of took a bounce, but it's still controlled by Charon. Or excuse me, that's number 16, Dylan Hug on the Blackhawks. Hug fighting for it. Bosun was on him. He had to push it forward as Thomas Papin tries to battle for it behind the net, and Liam Wallace takes it away. Wallace, feed pass over here. It's going to go to number 52. That's Allaire. Elliot Allaire fires. Blocker save made by Bourgoin. Rebound hits the side of the goal. So now both teams coming back to even strength as Nikolaitis heads to the bench to get another man on. It's going to be Bellavina who comes on for the Bruins as both teams are going to fight for it here. Charon with the possession of the puck around center ice. He's got Bellavina on him. And Lacasse will pick it up for the Blackhawks. It's intercepted now by Lucier. Lucier tried to get around center ice. He got disrupted by some Blackhawks player. Less than 40 seconds remaining in this first period. Puck tried to be played forward here by the Blackhawks, and the Bruins do intercept it again. Lacasse intercepts that one in his own end. Tried to go over to Buchholz, who misplayed the puck. Bellavina now fighting for it. Lucier in the mix, trying to push the puck forward, and Charon comes up with it. But he's got Lucier all over him. Charon disrupted by Wallace. Blocker save made here by St. Hilaire. Had to be prepared for that one, as he didn't expect the shot to be coming on so quickly. Buchholz in front now. Bad save made. Jean-Claude Van Damme kicks it away. Going to be back now by Guérin with less than 8 seconds. I believe he's either going to wait this out because he doesn't have much time left, as that's going to do it for the first period here. So the Blackhawks, thanks to Felix Buchholz in front, take a 1-0 lead against this Bruins team that had a very good offensive performance against the Red Wings this morning, but already down a goal.
Yeah, that was a great goal by Buchholz to start the game off for the Bruins. The Blackhawks haven't really been able to get anything going. Thanks to the play of the goalie St. Hilaire for the Bruins, they've been in it, as well as the defense too. The Blackhawks have a lot of scorers. You got to look for Jackson McCumber. You got to look for Guérin right now, as well as JF Racine. They haven't been able to really get that many scoring opportunities, but luckily for the Blackhawks, they've been good on defense, and their goalie hasn't been too busy, even though the Bruins are up right now.
So if I'm the head coach of the Bruins, what am I telling my team to try and get them back in this one?
Just try and hold on to the puck for longer. The time of possession right now is, I'd say, about even. But if you wanna extend this lead, you just need to get as many shots on net as possible, which they haven't really been doing. That you need to give the goalie a hard time. You need to make him sweat a little bit. And it seems like most of the time when number 35 for the Blackhawks, the goalie Bourgoin, is putting his stick on the puck, it's really to pass it to a teammate to clear the zone. There hasn't been any high alert moments for Bourgoin as of yet. So I want to see the Bruins put on some more pressure.
In the face-off dot, it looks to be Bellavina, number 9 on the Bruins. He's going to be going up against Guérin, the captain of the Blackhawks, and he does win the draw, and Lacasse will take it here for the Blackhawks. Settled around now to Racine. Feed pass is going to hit Keyshawn Cameron. Eberle tried to center it over to Guérin. Had it taken away by Liam Wallace. Lacasse tries to hold a line off the stick of a Bruin and is finally settled down here by Nicolaitis. Nicolaitis tried to get the puck into the offensive zone. He at least does, but it was sort of whacked at for a moment. Liam Wallace holds the line. Shot on goal, but it's saw the whole way through by Bourgoin. He'll hold on for a face-off, and we'll reset with 9:28 still left to play in the second period.
Yeah, we mentioned Bourgoin, and there he is right there with a great save, stopping the puck, stopping the clock. And now the Bruins are going to set up right now. It's 5-on-5 hockey. They're up 1-0, and they're going to try to extend their lead here.
JF Racine will take it off the draw. That's actually going to be kicked the pocket, and Simon Bellavina gets one on a silver platter and rifles it home, tying the game up just like that off the feed from Dylan Lucier.
Right on cue. Bellavina right there with a beautiful goal off the one-timer, leaving Bourgoin no time to react there to bring the score to 2-0. And I think they allocated the goal to the Blackhawks, but it's going to be 2-0 for the Bruins here.
No, it's 1-1.
Oh, it's 1-1, excuse me. It's going to be 1-1 now. We're going to see a face-off at center ice.
So we'll reset here at center ice. Now it's a brand new hockey game as 1-1 as Allaire is in the mix here against Charon. Boston bench is getting a quick explanation as to what transpired. Discussing things with the referee, definitely not talking about the local weather. There you go, that's my third dad joke of the day.
We'll see how many you're at by the end of the day.
Yeah, cut me off after 10. As they come back the other way, do the Bruins. It'll be a nifty move here by number 19. That looked to be Pouliot. And now Kunkam's still in the mix as well. The big number 3 draft pick here by the Bruins. But it's actually going to be handled by Buchholz, who plays it around the boards. It's going to be taken by Dufour. Dufour going to play it here, and Hug tried to get it for a second. Charon came up with it and had it taken away by Allaire. And it's going to be taken right back by Charon and then whacked away. Kunkam handles it down. He's going to get a feed pass. It just outstretches Allaire. Whacking at it is Dufour. Hug will take it now and tries to play it forward and trying to break the zone. They finally do. It's off a skate, though, of Buchholz. And will be prepared here by Pepin. Charon actually holds the line, only for Kunkam to try and take it away. The Blackhawks have to get onside. They can't touch the puck, and they won't. It's going to be number 2 on the Bruins, whose name I don't have. I believe that's Zach Dory, if I'm not mistaken. It's going to be actually taken away by Lacasse. Lacasse moves it right over to Dufour. He's got a man on him. With the long reach of Kunkam takes it away. There's going to be a penalty now called against the Blackhawks, as it's going to be off a deflection high in the air. The puck is still free here. Daniel Kunkam plays it around the board. It's going to be Pepin. Pepin tries to go in on goal. Deflection, no going. And they'll finally call it here, as it's going to be James Lacasse for a high stick, and the Bruins go on the man advantage yet again. Or for the first time, I should say.
And that's not what you like to see for the Blackhawks. James Lacasse is probably one of their top defenders, and he has a rule on offense as well. So losing him for the next 2 minutes is going to be tough for the Blackhawks, and they're going to try to prevent the Bruins from gaining more momentum after tying the game moments ago.
So in the face-off dot, it's going to be Bellavina, who has the goal already against Keyshawn Cameron. Bit of a tie-up and tried to get it back to the D. At least they hold the line, does the Bruins. Guérin tries to settle it down. He will actually break the zone and clear it to kill some time in this penalty. Still under 8 minutes to play in the second period. 1-1 hockey game thanks to the goal of Simon Bellavina. Just outstretches number 22. That's Bosom. And it'll be an icing call, and we'll do this all again in the other end back in Boston's zone.
So yeah, that's a wasted possession there for Boston, but it's okay. 20 seconds left. No, sorry, 20 seconds have gone by in this power play for the Bruins. 1:38 left for them to extend this lead. 7 minutes and 45 seconds left in the period. So a lot of time left in this game. And the Blackhawks are going to have to regroup right now. They have a very good opportunity right now with Jackson McComber taking the faceoff. And he's hungry for a goal with 0 so far on the day.
There's going to be 1 here by the Bruins as Wallace takes it off the draw. He's going to try and get a feed pass. It's going to bounce for Lucier. He tried to leave it here for number 22, Bosom on the Bruins. Bosom moves it on over. Lucier's going to take it and send it right back down to Nicolaitis. Nicolaitis plays it forward to Lucier. Lucier, cross-ice feed. Bellavina, pad save made by Bourgoin. It'll be trying to rifle it out, but they hold the line to Nicolaitis. moves it forward to Lucier. Lucier with McComber in the mix, still somehow has the puck. Lucier trying to move it in front of the net here. He's going to be tripped up, and it looks like it's going to be J.F. Racine who goes in the box now. And so with still 1:02 left in the first penalty, it's going to be a 5-on-3 here for the Bruins.
Yeah, it got worse for the Blackhawks. Just when you think it was bad with Lacasse in the penalty box, you lose another one of your best players in J.F. Racine. So for the next 3 minutes, it's going to be a 5-on-3 for the Bruins in the Blackhawks zone. This is a very tough spot for the Blackhawks. They're going to need to rely on their defense and the goaltending of Bourdin.
So Chacon's going to win it off the draw. Dufour's going to take it and try and rifle it forward. Chacon does clear the zone at least. Nicolaitis will center it down around at center ice. Wallace will take it back from his own end and try and flick it forward. Bouncing puck, and it'll be finally settled by Pouliot, who tries to go across the line. They do stay on side, however, so that's at least good. Nathaniel Kunkam will try and take it here. The very connect. He tried to go for a Michigan. He couldn't have it on his stick enough to try and go around the wraparound. Nicolaitis takes it from the point. Nicolaitis goes back down low to Pouliot. Pouliot, high shot, save made by Bourgoin. Pouliot going to center it around now. Nicolaitis settling down at the point. Moves in now to Pouliot. Walks in. Pad save made again by Bourgoin. Chacon is going to fight for it though. Liam Wallace, holds the line. Moves it over to Pouliot. Slaps. Scores! Pouliot makes it a 2-1 hockey game. Still have a man advantage. It's only one of the guys comes out of the box. That's Lacasse, and the Bruins take the lead.
He used that hockey stick as a rocket launcher. Pouliot off the one-timer on the right side. Slap shot, and Bourgoin had no time to react to that one. Right under his glove, right on the money. And the Bruins are going to capitalize on the 5-on-3 power play. One of those power plays is going to end now, and it's going to be 5-on-4. Great things are looking ahead for the Bruins, and you got to be happy if you're their coach right now.
Having an issue with the scoreboard. Currently reads 11-1. I don't believe you get 10 goals off of that one there, no matter how hard the shot was. Now it says 13-1 mistakenly. Just a reminder, it's a 2-1 hockey game, still very close with 1:11 left in still the penalty to J.F. Racine. As now here comes Bellavina trying to take it forward here. Lacasse will take it off the dump in. Cass tries to play it around the boards, but he does at least clear the zone as Zach Dory will take it here for the Bruins. He'll move it across now to Pepin. Pepin moves it forward to Bellavina. And Bellavina will go cross ice to Dylan Lucier. Lucier centers it around the goal here. Tries to be set down here by Bosom. Bosom looking for a man, tries to center in front. It's intercepted here by Hug and cleared out of the zone with 40 seconds left in the penalty. Saint-Hilaire will settle it down for his defenseman Dory. Zach Dory will go across here to Pepin. Pepin taken away and knocked away by Chacon, and he's going to go after it along the hash marks. He meets Simon Bellavina, who tries to take it away, and finally Zach Dory gets a success and breaks it out of the zone here for the Bruins with 20 seconds left in the penalty now. Zach Dory looking for a man. Dory, very patient, going to go around the net. Still with no passing lane, really. Finally finds Pepin. He's going to rifle it on goal, and it's held on by Bourgoin, who saw it the whole way.
That was a great shot by number 28 on the Bruins, Pepin. He puts it right on the money in the 5-hole against Bourgoin, but Bourgoin does a great job of stopping that one to keep the lead at 1, or keep the lead at 14 according to the scoreboard, but now they changed it to 2-1. So a power play is still going on for the Bruins, 6 seconds left. Let's see if they could do something here. Kunkam is looking to get started right now. He hasn't done much in this game, but the big man on the left side, the forward, is looking to make something happen for his team.
Puck is won here by the Blackhawks. And McComber is going to sort of kick it forward past center ice. It's going to be taken away immediately by Nathaniel Kunkam. Nathaniel Kunkam. He's got Pouliot to his right. He's going to leave it for him. And now he goes onside. He's got to clear the zone very quickly. So with a head of speed, he circles out. Now they're onside. Puck is moved over to Nicolaitis, who tries to move it right over to Liam Wallace, and the stick of McComber gets in the way. Wallace does hold on to the puck, though. Hits the brakes and is looking for a pass down low. He's got a man on him. It's still McComber. Pestering him as Keyshawn Cameron intercepts the puck around center ice. He's going to move it into the offensive zone now, does Cameron. Looking for a man to pass to. He's going to dump it into the far corner. As Guerin took it, the captain here for the Blackhawks. It hits a body and goes away from the net. Going to be moved forward by Kunkam. Pouliot's going to take it now. Pouliot tries to play around Racine, and he finds some success and beats him to the corner as Racine shoves him into the boards. No call on the play. whacked at here again by Gasset. McComber finally clears it out. It would be icing, but now it's going to be frozen by St. Hilaire instead. So we'll have a face-off in the offensive zone for the Blackhawks.
And Pouliot looking to get his second goal. It looked like he sort of Euro-stepped over the defense to get free. In hockey, you don't really see that often, but even though it's a basketball term, he was shifting his feet in order to get free and get the puck. Pouliot's looking to get his second goal of the game. After that slap shot to give the Bruins the lead. It's going to be a face-off in the Bruins zone. And now we're at an even men, 5-on-5.
In the dodge, going to be Bellavina. I believe he's going up against Cameron. Oh, excuse me, that's 23, Chacon. Puck goes behind the corner here, won by the Bruins. Wallace tries to clear it around. It's intercepted by Dufour. Can be held on here, and actually the stick of Bosom was lifted briefly. Felix Buchholz in the mix now. Bosom still holds on to it somehow. Nikolaitis now back to try and play it. Dylan Hugg is all over him. Hugg going to win the battle. Nikolaitis still fighting for it, and he does jar it free. Be taken now by number 8 on Boston. That's going to be Dylan Lucier, who also has a lot of goals in the earlier matchup. Blackhawks are not onside, and now they finally get to it. Going to be centered over here to Dylan Lucier, and actually going to be springing Simon Bellavina. We're going to try and bring it to the backhand, but nothing going as he ran out of room. Good defensive play there by the Blackhawks. As the puck squeezes around center ice, Wallace is going to center it right over, but he was offside, was Bellavina. Good idea, but just couldn't get across the line in time.
Good call by the referee, and Wallace was just too keen to get that pass off, leading his teammate to be offside. The Bruins are going to reset now in the neutral zone, try to extend their lead. 3 minutes left to go in the second period, and the Blackhawks have really seemed like they've lost the momentum after a couple of their stars have come and gone from the penalty box. They need to make something happen here.
Puck is moved forward now by the Blackhawks, only to be taken by the Bruins, who dump it into the zone. It's going to be picked up here by Gasset. He'll move it over to his partner Lacasse. They will break the zone with it as Guérin, the captain, will take it for the Blackhawks. Tries to move it forward, and it's going to be gloved here, actually, and settled down by Lucier, who's going to jostle it right over to Bellavina, who already has a goal in this matchup. Lucier tried to move it over really quickly here. He couldn't find his partner. Comber moves the puck forward. He settled down. He walks in backwards, but Guérin is not going to be called for offsides. Guérin still with plenty of men all over him. Pepin does jar it loose finally. He's got Cameron on him, but the Bruins try and get it out of the zone. It's actually pinched here by Gasset. Tried to feed it over to Guérin, but just missed him. Guérin tried to hit Gasset again. And now they can't hold the line, can the Blackhawks, and they'll have to come all the way back to their own zone. Lacasse tries to play it forward, and he actually finds some success and hits Cameron on the stick. Moves it over to Guérin. Guérin's got numbers with him. Tries to go into the slot area again, misses the pass there. So good chances there, but just not able to hold on. Coming back the other way, it's going to be Lucier of the Bruins. Into the skates here, Pouliot, and McComber takes it back the other way. Cameron stays onside. Lucier takes it right back, though, and Bellavina will hold on to it. He'll dump it into the zone. There's no icing as it'll be settled down here now by Beauguin. Picked up by Dufour now. Dufour. Long feed. Intercepted by Wallace, who gets around his man. Wallace still with a nice move. He's got numbers with him. Liam Wallace fenders it over. Shoots, scores! It's Pouliot on the beautiful play and feed by Liam Wallace. And it's going to be 3-1 here for the Bruins.
That Wallace, the Pouliot connection is strong. Pouliot benefits off 2 great feeds and capitalizes on 2 one-time opportunities to get his second goal of the game. Unlike the Bruins, the Blackhawks have not been successful on those one-time opportunities. It seems like they've had the right idea many times, but just unable to connect on the pass. The Bruins doing a great job at setting an example on how to execute the one-time shot. Shout out to Pouliot with his second goal of the game.
Trying to be pushed forward now. Maverick Dufour trying to center it across, but nothing going. Dufour plays across to Lacasse now at the line. Lacasse moves it over to Gasset. He's going to walk in, going to hit a stick and go wide of the net. Almost in front of the net. Almost bounced right there. Nikolaitis takes a shot at Buchholz at the end of that. Chagrin trying to center it over to Gasset. Gasset can't get much on that one. Bounces to Guérin, who tried to center it now. And there's going to be a penalty called. It's going to be a slash. And I believe it's going to go against Alex Nikolaitis. So he'll go to the box yet again in this matchup, who's still talking with Buchholz. But just like that, the Bruins are at a disadvantage here, and the Blackhawks, a chance for them to come back in this hockey game.
Yeah, like you said, this is a great break for the Blackhawks. They really need this penalty right now. Fortunately for them, it'll go into the third period as well. So they'll have that advantage for the next 2 minutes with a minute 20 left in the second. And they really need a couple goals here, if not at least one maybe in this last minute, so momentum could swing in their favor.
The puck is finally dropped here. It looked to be won by the Bruins, but they send it back to no defensive man who was there. He cleared away. Sang's going to settle it down at the line. He'll go right over to his partner, Lacasse. Lacasse turns on a dime here. Leaves it for Charon. Charon tried to play it forward, but Kumkum gets his stick in the way. Guérin hits the brakes. High shot. Just misses the mark. Lacasse settles it down at the line. Moves it over to Charon. He picked up by Wallace here, who tries to clear the line, but Lacasse holds it as well. Nathaniel Kumkum loses his stick, but at least he clears the zone. He's going to get off the ice here instead. Kumkum does. Guérin has the puck's taken away by him, but Lacasse holds on to it. Lacasse moves the puck forward. Wallace tried to spring Lucier, but it was outstretches him. And he's going to intercept the pass from Bourgoin, only for the Blackhawks to take it. Turn-in, Lacasse is going to go past center ice here for the Blackhawks. He's got Wallace in his face, and he still holds on to the puck somehow. Going to try and center it, but nobody's there with under 17 seconds left in the second period, Cameron has it taken away by him by Wallace. Wallace lifts the stick now of Dylan Hug. Wallace, feet over, 8 seconds left. It's going to be Bosom hits the ice, and quickly, with 4 seconds left, Keyshawn needs to get a shot off here. He's not going to handle it well. Waits too long and runs out of time. If he knew how much time was left, maybe if somebody had indicated to him, that's why you need somebody on the bounce, kind of like basketball rules, to yell out to you to let you know how much time is left. If you got one shot off, maybe it goes in, but still really good defensive might here by the Bruins.
For sure, Keyshawn Cameron's going to wish he got that one off. We saw him in his game this morning with an absolute dangle and putting the puck just over the right pad of the goaltender this morning. Keyshawn Cameron's been great. The Blackhawks have been good at getting the puck into the Bruins zone in this game. It's just the execution that's been lacking, really. It feels like they've been on offense more than the Bruins have, except the one discrepancy here is that the Bruins have been executing and the Blackhawks have not.
So what is your advice then, if you're the head coach of the Blackhawks, to try and get this one back? You still have 40 seconds left in that man advantage. What are you trying to emphasize going into this third period?
It's tough, right? Because they're doing things right. They're passing to the open man. They're creating opportunities. But it just feels like within every opportunity that they get, they're just a couple inches off on the pass, right? Unable to execute these one-time opportunities. Just connecting with their teammates better, understanding the timing of each other. I guess it's a chemistry thing, but just not being able to locate the passes at the right time is what's been killing the Blackhawks here, because they've been able to get into the Bruins zone all day long. And we'll see if they could do something about this 3-1 lead with 40 seconds, like you said, left in this power play. Now is the time to take advantage.
Speaking of time, it is 11:39 a.m. A reminder, at 11:50 this game will be called. We need 10 minutes allotted to clean the ice, as onside is going to be called easily here as all the Blackhawks entered the zone as the puck bounced out briefly and was brought back in. So we'll redo things here on the neutral zone. And it's going to be Guérin who goes into the faceoff dot against Bosom of the Bruins. Technical difficulties here as for a second here. We hit the microphone, but I think we cleared it now as Wallace tried to get the feed and it bounced over his stick. Charon tried to take it there. Lucier's going to dump it down. It does at least break the zone with under 30 seconds left to play in the penalty. Gassain's going to try and move it forward now. Guérin holds on to the pass. Still fighting for it here as he's going to go out to Gassain at the point, trying to move it over there. Charon the pass was behind him. Wallace moved it forward, and so did Lucier to break it out of the zone. They will finally kill off this penalty. And both teams back to even strength now. Pepin will settle it down in his own zone. He'll move it right over to Wallace. Wallace, high feet, and it's gloved down by Guérin. Blackhawks, they'll have the captain bring it in right. Buchholz trying to fight for it with the other 8. Lucier coming into the mix. Lacasse tries to take it around center ice. Bosom loses his stick, and Lacasse actually runs into the stick with the puck. Wallace will take it as an advantage here. Wallace has his pocket picked by Buchholz, and then he's going to cross-check Wallace, and then again, there's going to be a bit of a fight. There's going to be a penalty called here for Buchholz. I believe it was supposed to be. I'm a little confused on the call now. I guess it's going against the Bruins instead. It's going to be a slashing call and an interference penalty against Wallace. Wallace is furious with the referee. I did see him get cross-checked, so I don't disagree with his frustration by any means.
Wallace is upset right now, saying I didn't do bleep. But Wallace did get hit on that play, but he did retaliate, which is something that you don't want to do. Everybody knows that if you get hit, stay there. If the ref sees it, they'll call it. But the second you retaliate, then you're in trouble as well. So now this is going to be another advantage for the Blackhawks. It looks like the Blackhawks players are trying to explain to the Bruins what happened, and we're going to line up in the Bruins zone.
So it's going to be 4 minutes, actually, as it's going to be called with a slash and then an interference, as he did push. After the cross-check that Felix Buchholz did hit him with, he slashed him right back with, so that was the interference retaliation call. So 2 men in the box, as Elliot Allaire will also be having to serve this penalty. And the puck is cleared, at least from the Bruins, who won it off the draw. JF Racine is back to pick it up for the Blackhawks.
I actually think Wallace was kicked out of the game, and Allaire is taking the penalty for him right now.
Okay, thank you, Blake, on the insight there. As Wallace is out of that one, that might hurt the Bruins a little bit because he's a very strong defender for them. As Cameron plays it back to Racine inside the offensive zone. Back to Cameron. He's going to try and fire it in. Deflection doesn't go wide, just goes wide of the mark. And they will actually glove it down, and it's actually caught. And on the springs himself here, does Bellavina, goes in, can't control the deke. He loses it with Racine breathing down his neck. Lacasse tries to clear the zone. He does. Daniel Kuncombe will take it here for the Bruins. Moves it right back to Bellavina, who cuts to the center of the ice. Bellavina shot on. It's kicked away here by Bourgoin. Macomber tries to clear it around the boards. Hits a body briefly, but Dufour will pick it up here. Dufour spins, and it's settled down here by Cameron. Dijon Cameron. He's got Bellavina on him, who takes a slash at him. Cameron's going to waltz into the zone here. Going to pass it over to Dylan Hogg. Nice save made here by Saint-Hilaire. And the Bruins will clear the zone once again as Bourgoin will settle it down. Samuel Bourgoin going to move it right over to Dufour around center ice. On the lineup change here between the legs of number 19 on the Bruins. Dufour walks in, high of the mark. It's going to be a battle for it behind the net here, but it will be taken here by Pepin, who tries to move it forward. Dufour knocks it down with his hand, only to be taken away by Pouliot of the Bruins. Pouliot, who's been excellent in this tournament, had a hat trick yesterday, I believe. Runs into Buchholz. Pouliot will try and center it in, though. It could be taken here by Racine past center ice. Tried to move it over, and he will find Guérin. Guérin plays it back to Racine. Racine tries to move it over to Charon, who keeps it in. He whacked forward here again by Lacasse. Lacasse is going to move it right over to Buchholz. Felix Buchholz is going to hit Guérin. Shoots. Nice block shot. Rebound here. Charon couldn't handle it. Guérin's going to take it now behind the net. Guérin. He's going to still cycle with it now. Guérin either looking for a passing lane or an avenue to shoot. He scores!
And you know,
go ahead, excuse me.
As you said, Guérin scores, and you know he's been waiting for that one. Just going to say the Blackhawks have looked like a different team in this third period since the beginning of the period. They have looked hungry to score. Their passes have been on point, and they've taken a lot of shots on net on Maël Saint-Hilaire. And Guérin, the captain, capitalizes on that opportunity to bring the lead within one on the double minor.
So it's Maddox Guérin who who narrows the gap here for the Blackhawks, still down 1 goal. The bright side is because they had the first penalty had expired against Wallace, so the second penalty was trickling down. Because of that, Allaire gets to come out of the box, and both teams are back to full strength again. As the puck is shot forward off the draw, Pepin is going to hold on to it, but actually he's going to fire it forward, Pouliot now whacks at it. He sort of had a breakaway. Instead, Allaire's going to take it from the box. He was tripped up, it looked like, but no call. Lacasse tries to move it forward. It's going to be taken now by Pouliot. Pouliot, who runs into Hug, and Macomber's going to come back the other way. He's got a 1-on-2 with Cameron trailing him. It'll be Zach Dory who hits it away briefly. Macomber's still with it behind the net. Jackson Macomber runs into Allaire. Pepin didn't know where the puck was, and they stop it forward, or shoot it forward, Settled down by Dufour. The Blackhawks have to get onside. Pouliot picks his pocket, and Dory takes it. Zach Dory goes across to Thomas Pepin. Pepin misses Allaire, but Pouliot takes it. Going to be a shot right into the glove of Guérin, who's just going to shoot it to the side here. Allaire holds the line at least. Nathaniel Kuncombe takes it now for the Bruins. He's going to shoot it, and it goes off the referee. Kunkam tries to charge it on goal. It's knocked down by Lacasse and tried to be cleared away. And finally, they do break the zone as Cameron breaks the line. Kunkam takes it right back, though. Cycling, the Blackhawks were changing, but so were the Bruins. Kunkam tried to go to the center. Bourgoin's just going to steer it away. Nathaniel Kunkam seems to knock him down, but he touched the puck, so there's no call here made by the referee. Now here comes Boston, or the Bruins once again. Lucier from Brelavina, nice save made by Bourgoin. Keeping his team in this one, but in front of the net it goes loose. It's a shot by Pouliot, still loose, finally sent away. Now here comes Garin in pursuit of it. Poked away by St. Hilaire. He's got the other number 10, Nicolaitis, all over him. Garin looking for some assistance to Buchholz. Scores! And this game is tied. Second one for Felix Buchholz. 4:46 remaining. What a nail-biter we have in store for us.
And that sweet sequence, Connor, was incredible. You have the goalie Bourgoin practically standing on his head, and then you have the captain Maddox Guérin setting up Buchholz for his second goal of the game, and that was a beauty on the one-time pass from behind the net. Shout out to Maddox Guérin as well with his second point of the game. Buchholz with his second goal. Just an overall great sequence by the Blackhawks. Shout out to the goalie Bourgoin as well for keeping them in the game and able to tie it.
11:47 is the current time, so roughly 3 minutes are left to play in this one. Both these teams anxious and ever eager to try and score the goal that could be the deciding factor here, as the Bruins do get it out of their own zone at least, as Racine is going to pick that one up. Racine back in his own end, has to hit the brakes as he's got Simon Bellavina all over him. Zach Dory will settle it down here for the Bruins in their end now. First to play it past center ice. It's intercepted here by Cameron in the neutral zone. McComber is going to take the feed. He's going to be tripped up. So here they go. The Blackhawks are going to have another man advantage here with roughly 3 minutes left to play still. 3-3 hockey game, and here's a chance for the Blackhawks to do some damage.
You know, the Bruins were up 2-1, and it looked like they had control of this game. After one of their best players in Liam Wallace being ejected, it seems like the Bruins have just crumbled under the pressure right now, and to the pressure that the Blackhawks have been applying ever since that ejection and the penalty that occurred on the double minor. It's 3-3 right now. The Blackhawks are in the power play again, and by the looks of it right now, they're rolling and looking to score their fourth goal of the game.
So settling into the dot here, we're going to get Guérin, who's been sensational. Looked to be the firecracker that they needed here, the spark for the Blackhawks to help them tie this game, as Kunkam just going to settle it right down. Bourgoin controls it, gives it right over to Maverick Dufour, who moves it back over to Maddox Guérin. Guérin moves it forward now. Good burst of speed. He's got Buchholz with him, who already has two. Behind the back pass, and finally Chacon will take it, but it couldn't get a shot on goal. He hits the brakes, moves in front. Pad save made by St. Hilaire. Dylan Lucier, he'll take it now for the Bruins, past center ice. He's got a man with him, but he actually runs into Bosom. And here comes back the Blackhawks the other way. It's Charon who's got it. Charon moves it over to Lacasse, who moves it right back to Charon. Hits the brakes and gets around Lucier. Charon walks in with it, hits a skate and goes wide. Charon will take it back now. Charon in the corner, tries to center it in front here. He's going to hit a couple bodies. It doesn't reach the goal. Whacking at it was Bosom, and Buchholz picked his pocket. Guérin tried to move it over to Charon. Had the right idea, but couldn't get the pass to connect. They can't hold the line, and here comes Dylan Lucier. He's got Lacasse on him. Lucier trying to get around Lacasse. He sort of got held up there. Good defensive play here by James Lacasse. Moves it right over to Maverick Dufour. Roughly a minute left to go in this game, as it's 11:49 right now. Pass is made over, smacked forward by Kunkam. Nathaniel Kunkam tried to play it forward, and the Blackhawks disrupted that one. Here comes Charon. He's got Guérin with him, but the Bruins in back checking, shoots, scores! And now Charon, as it says 11:50, the comeback is real, and that's the game, as the Blackhawks are going to win it with some excellent play and the last second on-man rush. The Blackhawks win this one.
You gotta love it, Connor. Renald Charon with the game winner right before the buzzer. This is NHL Kids Hockey at the Pierrefonds Complex Arena. What a game that we just witnessed from the Blackhawks. You gotta love this comeback victory.
So that's going to do it for this one between the Bruins and the Blackhawks. Stay tuned, because we have plenty of action for you left in the game and the 2 days afterwards that will follow. On behalf of Blake Saraga, I'm Connor Tomley saying thank you for watching, and we will see you next time.